Hello! Today I want to share with you the story of one god, or rather the second one. My regular subscribers remember that some time ago I already talked about the ancient Greek god Asclepius. Now the story of the Indian Krishna. The Vishnuyuts consider an avatar of Vishnu and the Krishnas consider an independent god. According to legend, he was born in the 4000 BC. In Hinduism, the exact date is even calculated. 9th of July, 3228 BC. Also, the first real evidence of the existence of the cult of Krishna dates back of the 5th, 4th centuries BC. He was the eighth child of Princess Devaki and her husband Vasudeva. So Devaki has a cousin, Kamsa, who seized power and sent his father Agrasena to prison. However, as narrated in the Bhagavad Purana, he was not really his father's son. The fact is that one day a demon saw Agrasena's wife. Then the classic plot known in many ancient mythologies comes into play. He took the form of her husband, and so 9 months later Kamsa was born. And when he grew up, he did not wait for his turn to the throne, also he was the only heir, and began to rule in the kingdom. The king married his cousin Devaki to Vasudeva. By the way, she was the last of the 7 sisters, each of whom married Vasudeva. After the ceremony, Kamsa decided to escort the newlyweds. And on the way, they heard a voice from heaven predicting that the couple's 8th child would kill the king himself. Kamsa wanted to kill Devaki, but her husband stood up for her, promising to give all their children to the ruler. The king ordered the couple to be imprisoned and their offspring to be killed. But the 7th and 8th babies were magically saved. The 7th, Balarama, was transferred unborn from Devaki to Vasudeva's other wife, Rohini. The 8th, Krishna, who was already born, was transported to the village of Jokula to his foster parents, the shepherd Nanda and his wife Yasoda. When Kamsa found out that the 8th baby was missing, he ordered the killing of all newborns in his capital. As I have already said, from the point of view of Vishnuism, Krishna is an avatar of the god Vishnu. This is the temporary incarnation of God in man. This is the 8th of the 10 main avatars. In Indian myths, avatars can be partial and complete. Krishna is a complete avatar. He is the earthly incarnation of God in a human shell. At the same time, in Krishnaism, Krishna is considered the supreme and original God. The boy spent his entire childhood in a pastoral community. The other shepherds and shepherdesses felt great love for him. Krishna's favor for women is widely known. When he played the flute, the cowherd girl left all their business and ran to his call. He had 16,108 wives. He took 16,100 of them to wife after he freed them from captivity and thereby cleansed them of shame and most likely death. During his earthly life, Krishna showed his extraordinary abilities and performed miracles. He saved those who had been turned into trees with the touch of his hand. One day, Yasoda asked him to open his mouth, and inside she saw the whole universe with stars and planets. Describing the early years of Krishna's life, one of his names is often used Govinda, which is interpreted as shepherd. Krishna's other nickname is Krishikesha, which translates as Lord of the Senses. I must say that he has many names. Only in Krishnaism there are 108, and there are also Vishnu ones. When Krishna grew up, he returned to his hometown. There he restored justice and gave the throne to his grandfather Agrisena. Krishna did not declare himself king, but he became one of the most important princes. Krishna takes part in the confrontation between two branches of the ruling dynasty of the city of Hastinapura, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. His influence changed the balance of power. Both have the right to the throne. However, in fact, the Kauravas rule. But after the appearance of Krishna, the Pandavas come to power. Who can be considered, if not God chosen, then certainly God born, because they are the children of the gods, Jama, Vayu, Indra and Ashwins. One of the important ideas of Vishnuism and Krishnaism is bhakti, reverent love for God, emotional contact with Him, which is a means of salvation. We can say that God is love. In Krishnaism, it's believed that personality is not a material component, but a pure spiritual energy. And all living beings are particles of God, connected with Him like children with their Father. A special importance is given to the recitation of prayer, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, which allow a person to achieve not only peace of mind, but also fusion with Krishna consciousness. Moreover, it should be pronounced as often as possible. According to Hindu beliefs, after Krishna was killed, or rather his human part was killed, he left the earthly world and either ascended to heaven, according to Krishnaism, or reunited with Vishnu, whose full avatar he was. It's happened in 3102 BC. From that moment began the fourth and last of the historical epochs, Kali Yuga, after which the end of the world will come. At this time, another last 10th avatar of the god Vishnu will come, Kalki, a rider on a white horse. He will have to restore purity, after which the whole world will be destroyed and then created again. Here is such a God incarnate in man. His birth was predicted by a voice from heaven, and his appearance in the world led to death for many newborns. The shepherd became one of the first people to see him on earth. He grew up in a pastoral community and was a shepherd. He loved and protected women and in general embodied love. He was killed and after death ascended to heaven. And again, this God reminds me of someone. And what about you? Let's write to me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. If you find any mistakes in my English, please write to me in the comments. Thank you for your attention.